At number 3.
How do you feel right now, sir?
My problem, a lot of things in life is I float above it. That's just from childhood, that's from abuse. So every moment's like, you're okay, you're safe. It's just emotion, it's just feeling, it's love.
It's a sneak peek at Maxines Baby, a documentary on the life and times of media mogul Tyler Perry, before it streams to Amazon next week, November 17th.
Tyler was making hit after hit, and finally, people had to wake up.
My mother said, don't you ever let anybody tell you who you are. You know who you are.
I can't watch it without cringing.
I think you crossed the line.
What I will not do is change because some critics think it's not art. In the middle of all of this success, I'm dealing with my mother slowly dying. I couldn't find my way out of it.
At number 2.
When you know what he's doing there, he's thanking the Lord that I'm out here living and having this opportunity.
An emotional weekend return to Cincinnati for Buffalo Bills safety Demar Hamlin. And he used his team's road trip to thank the 10 medical staffers who worked to save his life in January, tweeting this photo and this message. Last night I had dinner with my heroes, 10 of the UC medical staff that helped save my life. I surprised them with a scholarship named after each of them that will support youth in Cincy to chase their dreams. Wouldn't be here if it wasn't for them.
They have a place in my heart forever. This is my third family. I got Pittsburgh, I got Buffalo, and I got Cincinnati. So, it's love. And being able to get knocked down and have a problem in front of the entire world and then come into that same stadium and stand in whatever role that I have and support my team, I think that shows a lot of strength, a lot of courage, a lot of pride.
The number 1 story is coming up in just a few moments. Right now, we turn to a unique sound called One House. It blends contemporary Christian and gospel.
I'd be lying if I said I don't need your love. I'd be lying if I said I don't need your God.
This is the sound of One House, cutting-edge creatives on a mission to deliver hope and victory to all who listen to their music. A dream come true for Pastor Sarah Jakes Roberts and her husband Torre, whose ministry gave birth to this music.
This project, as we were writing and creating this project, we were really thinking about people who aren't of faith, who don't think that faith is relevant to them. And so we wrote about human themes, universal themes that all of us struggle with.
There are 7 members of this band from different backgrounds, including Torre's son, Isaiah.
I know that we've been here a million times. Now I only want freedom.
For me, I've always had a big draw to music, so I always, understood that whatever I did musically was probably going to be a part of my ministry. But I also have a podcast with my friends and I. It's actually coming out of one church, and we talk about a lot of the same things that I talk about in my music, real world issues, what's going on in society, and really just spreading light on, how God is, intervening in those different topics and conversations.
I just want freedom from all of these demons.
Music man Brunish Charles is also a member of the band. He's worked with the likes of Major, Travis Green, and the list goes on. But he believes this new sound is special.
This project specifically, compared to everything else that I've ever worked on, really just uncovers the human and shows like, hey, this is who I am. We wanted to go outside of the members of the group to collaborate with other writers that was possibly on the mainstream side or kind of dabbled in both ways, and like Christian and mainstream.
Our Father said, ask and he will give, seek and you will find.
And singer Kyle McHargue also praises the group's unique sound.
I love worship music, I love Christian music, but oftentimes it's difficult to find songs that feel very relatable, that I can listen to like on the PCH highway, or a song that I can listen to in the gym that feels good and current. And so for me, this whole EP just feels raw. It feels real. It feels vulnerable. And it's songs that I can get with.
A relatable sound, still grounded with a focus on the gospel.
I think that being a part of this new sound that I feel like is coming into the kingdom, I think it makes it that much more special. Being one of the people that are helping kind of push that wave. And so I am honored to be in it. You know, I really feel called to this assignment that we have to really push this new sound into the kingdom and, you know, get as many people as we can to really just hear some things that are good for their spirit.
I'd be lying if I said I don't need you, God.
One House's album is called Eyes Up. It's available wherever you purchase, download, or stream your music. Well, we have to take a break, but before we do, it is time to share this week's story and pictures. Here's your Studio 5 Snapshot this week. It's a musical take on the greatest story ever told. The Journey to Bethlehem shares the life of Mary and Joseph like you've never seen or heard before. The award-winning music producer and mastermind behind Glee, High School Musical, Camp Rock, and Rock of Ages, Adam Anders, assembled a star-studded cast to bring audiences this new Christmas musical. Fiona Palomo plays Mary, Milo Manheim plays Joseph, Joel Smallbone, Lecrae, and Antonio Banderas round out the cast. We'll hear more from them later in the show, but for now, this is this week's Studio 5 Snapshot. Still ahead, Chargers running back Joshua Kelly talks about his spidey sense on the football field and the best days of his life.
It was one of the best days of my life. I was like, hey man, I haven't been baptized yet. I was like, this is something I got to do.